Let's get ready to rumble!
Yeah. You already know this is Punch, Drunk, Boxing, a.k.a. Mr. Moon. Shot himself. Ladies and gentlemen, Bob Arum has given Devin Haney another option. As you all know, Top Rank won the purse bid for Devin Haney to face Sando Martin. Devin Haney caught a tantrum, because Matchroom Boxing Eddie Hearn did not bid on the fight. And Top Rank won the purse bid, $2.4 million. Of course, Devin Haney been getting paid more than $1.5 million was probably the projected estimate of what Devin Haney was going to get paid versus Sando Martin. Caught a tantrum, blamed it on Eddie Hearn for not bidding on the fight when Eddie Hearn said that, you know what, man, you're not signed to me, bruh. You're not signed to me. I don't got to do nothing for you. And that fight ain't worth nothing no more. You ain't worth like you used to worth before the Ryan Garcia fight, man. You got beaten up from Ryan Garcia. And we was giving you $3 million a pop before that. We was overpaying your ass. That's what Eddie Hearn was trying to say, man. You ain't putting money on my pocket, bro. So now I ain't gonna bid in the fight. Devin Haney is tight. Devin Haney actually retired, or a matter of fact, let's put it this way. Devin Haney has suspended himself for 2 years. He's looking for Ryan Garcia to be suspended, man. He suspended himself for 2 years. He didn't like the way he performed. He said, man, forget about New York State. The commission suspended me and Ryan. Him for testing for altering and for him whooping my ass like the way that he whooped my ass like that. Nah. Suspend me for 2 years. I got to get out of here. But top-ranked Bob Arum, the Godfather, Bobby Arum, a.k.a. Dinosaur, a.k.a. Jurassic Park, a.k.a. got 5 more years to live because he's smoking that good itch that's giving him longevity. Bob Arum said, well, how about if, Devin Haney could fight Teofimo Lopez? If he doesn't want to fight Sando Martin, I could understand. I'm not, but he could fight Teofimo Lopez if he vacates the WBC belt, and then we can make a fight with him and Teofimo Lopez later in the fall or in the winter. There you go. Devin Haney, if you don't feel like you're probably not worth much versus Sando Martin, but you could be worth like you want to be worth versus a Teofimo Lopez getting back in the ring with an elite fighter, the lineal champion, the WBO champion, the king of the division, Teofimo Lopez. There's your opportunity. There's always been going on back and forth with Teofimo Lopez and Devin Haney and the fan bases. All we know is Devin Haney really, truly never wanted to fight Teofimo Lopez when he's in position. When Teofimo Lopez is in position, when Devin Haney is right there in position to get a Teofimo Lopez fight, Devin Haney's nowhere to be found. Just like he was nowhere to be found when they had that meeting with Bob, in which Bill Haney and his attorney orchestrated with Top Rank, and it didn't show up because Teofimo Lopez around that time had the strap. Coming out that great victory versus Vasily Lomachenko. Devin Haney didn't want that work. Even right here in Punch Drunk Boxing, we saw Bill Haney and Teofimo Lopez Sr. going at it. And Bill Haney said, I'm going to get $4 million from The Zone. And I asked Eddie Hearn while he was on IG Live, did Bill Haney get the $4 million to get that fight with Teofimo Lopez? He said, what are you talking about, mate? We're not paying attention to Teofimo Lopez or nobody else. Matter of fact, we want to know, we want the winner of Ryan Garcia and Luke Campbell. And he said, hopefully Luke Campbell wins the fight. That's what Eddie Hearn told me. Now, then we saw when Teofimo Lopez lost that split decision. And we saw Devin Haney celebrating like we all knew. He never wanted Teofimo Lopez to win the fight because he would never be celebrating. And then forwarded to 140-pound division in which when Teofimo Lopez beat Josh Taylor. Teofimo Lopez beat Josh Taylor, looked spectacular, proved a lot of people wrong, humbled the boxing world, and Teofimo Lopez said he's going to retire, just like what Devin Haney is saying, just like what Ryan Garcia, and just like what Shakur Stevenson have said. Teofimo Lopez said, I'm going to retire because they're not giving me the type of pay that I feel like I earned. And he was going to vacate the WBO strap, right? And the WBO, Paco, the president of the WBO, gave them a deadline. Gave Teofimo Lopez a deadline. You're going to retire, you got to drop the belt. Within that time, Devin Haney wrote a petition, or request to the WBO that if Teofimo Lopez is going to drop the WBO strap, that he was wanting to fight Arnold Barboza for that vacant strap. Teofimo Lopez says, no, wait a minute. you gonna fight for that WBO strap? Matter of fact, Paco, I'm not gonna retire. Let's go. Me, you, and Devin Haney, let's fight. They put it on Twitter. You can see right now. It's still up. Devin Haney, what he did, he didn't send no request to the WBO. He actually went to the WBC and requested a fight Regis Prograis. That tells you everything you need to know that Devin Haney never really wanted to fight Teofimo Lopez. And then, so you could see that time around several years ago when they were supposed to have that meeting with Bob, look what Bob Arum had to say about the Haneys.
Haney's father approaches him, says he wants to come in, then never shows up. I ain't chasing him.
He didn't want to show up. Matter of fact, around that time, he called Devin Haney funny business. But anyway, this is the chance for Devin Haney to get back to where he feels he should be, where he's worth, where the stock, pay-per-view. Everybody talking about a fight. Teofimo Lopez, Devin Haney. You don't want to fight Sando Martin? Cool. You got 9 days to vacate the belt. As a matter of fact, vacate the belt. Doesn't matter. You lost to Ryan Garcia. Who cares about that belt? But there's a lineal championship right there. Opportunity, you become the man. If you could fight Teofimo Lopez and beat Teofimo Lopez, there you go. There you go. Be the king. Beat the king. Fight the king. Tell the boxing world that, you know what? That you got your confidence up. Not that you really want to leave boxing for 2 years because Ryan Garcia beat you from pillar to post. You know that, right? You know that Teofimo Lopez is going to come in shape and going to come in weight. You're a free agent too. So it's easy to just cross the street. Just like it was easy for you to go across the street when George Camboso had the strap. Now Devin Haney wanted to sit and have a meeting with Bob when George Camboso had the strap. Because he saw that, he knew that Teofimo Lopez was not 100% and was not supposed to be in that ring that night. But whatever, he got in the ring. There was no excuses because you got inside that ring. But we all know that Camboso wasn't that guy. And we all saw it by, look how George Camboso has performed after, and look what Teofimo Lopez accomplished after. And look who he beat before. So it's self-explanatory that Teofimo Lopez was not fit to fight. But anyway, Devin Haney, here's your chance. Bob Arum gave you another option. If you feel like Sando Martin in that payday is downgrading yourself and you don't want that, Bob Arum understood. So he's willing to give you Teofimo Lopez. Now, what is Devin Haney going to do? Prove to us that you about that work. Prove to us that your confidence level is up. Prove to us that you think that you really, really could have beaten Ryan Garcia if it wasn't for the low-level aspirin. I want to see Devin Haney now fight or approach Teofimo Lopez now that Bob Arum gave him another option. But just like those other times that Devin Haney was in precision, he ain't going to want that fight. He's going to suspend himself for 2 years because of the way that he performed versus Ryan Garcia. He's suspending himself for 2 years because he doesn't have the statistical fortitude and the mental fortitude to step him back in the lab and fix what needs to be fixed. He's going to suspend himself. Forget about Ryan Garcia being suspended. Devin Haney is suspending himself for 2 years. But I hope that Devin Haney fights the statistical fortitude and mental fortitude to go and take on Bob Arum's offer. Drop the belt. Who cares? You're going to be fighting Sando Martin. Teofimo Lopez beat Sando Martin. Fight Teo. That's the fight that the father's been talking about, that you've been waiting for. Teofimo Lopez is going to be performing June 29th versus Steve Claggett. Top 10 ranked in the WBO. Teofimo Lopez needs to perform very, very well. Not only win, but perform in a spectacular fashion so he could captivate the imagination, the emotions of the boxing fans, and, kill that reputation, whether it's wrong or not, the unfortunate reputation that he he performs to the level of his competition. So let's get this fight in the fall, whenever Devin Haney is ready this year, if he's ever ready. But I'm doubted because it's Teofimo Lopez. Let me know what y'all think, man. Subscribe to the channel, smash the like button. Love you, God bless, and on to the next.